everyone, it is I, the Star 291 here yet again, this time with another video, and I decided to start a new Let's Play. I know I was gonna start Kingdom Hearts 2, but I decided I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna do a new game and Kingdom Hearts 2 at like the same round. Like I'm gonna maybe upload once a day. I don't know if I can, if I'm not busy, but I've had so many problems with uploading videos lately, but hey, I'm here and, well, I just decided why not start a new one. It's gonna be another GameCube game, of course, that's why you see this here. Now, this game's from a different series. I'm not doing a Mario game, I'm not doing a Sonic game, I'm not doing another Kingdom Hearts game, and it's not a Scott Pilgrim game either. I'm actually gonna do something else. Wait. Scott Pilgrim versus the World's the only game out there. I don't know, I'm being dumb. Anyway, this game is different, so this game's a love it or hate it game, and I like it, at least anyway for me. So, let's get started. I'm just rambling here now. Anyway, hope you guys like it. Yep. The next Let's Play I'm going to do is Megaman X command mission. I've planned to do this game for a while now. I just didn't want to do it because it's such a long game. So, anyway, this game is a little bit challenging in some parts. So, I will have a little bit of trouble. I'll put the text and messages on fast, but I'll still read them, don't get me wrong. I'm still gonna read them. Using changing voices as well, because, you know, that'll be fun. I don't use Rumble. And the music is good in so many ways. So, yeah, this is good. This is good. Okay, so, let's just start with a new game.
mission is to infiltrate Giga City and halt the activities of Epsilon's organization, the Rebellion. I'm afraid the team that went in before you has likely perished. You are our final hope. If you fail this mission, then we will have no choice but to launch an indiscriminate assault on Giga City. The whereabouts of Epsilon are unknown. But we're getting an energy reading from a certain area of ruins. Survey the ruins first.
Don't worry, I'll be editing these out, these loading screens.
Nobody to greet us, eh?
Just as I expected. The radio's useless.
I can't believe they sent only the three of us to infiltrate this huge island. I mean, we're good, but I don't know if we're that good.
A large force would be cumbersome.
Keep things small and sleek, huh?
I'm no great hunter like you two. But believe me, I know this island's layout. Well, we're in your hands, Shadow. Okay, let's move. I know the perfect place for a hideout. Are you two okay? X, use those stairs. We'll meet up top. This could be a trap. Be careful.
Finders keepers for any goodies.
Chapter 1. Infiltrate Giga City. Zero, we can't transmit to headquarters, but we can communicate to each other. If something happens, I'll be sure to contact you. Be careful. I apologize about that. I had to fix a certain quality thing over here. But anyway, I'm here again. Anyway, you get to control as X. You will always control as him. You won't control as anyone else. The funny thing is that the start button won't really do anything. But if you press the Y button, you'll be able to see all. It's like the menu button, you could say. The Y button's the menu button. How weird. I'll be explaining each one later. You check out your options from the beginning. You can check out if you need any help knowing, but I'll be doing that on my own. You can check out the statuses, and now this is actually a different kind of game, and I'll be explaining it when we get into it. For now, we are level 1, and we are actually very, very weak. I mean, literally. And we control as X, you can move with the control stick, and dash with the B button. Okay, now here in this game is actually an RPG. You'll get a lot of random encounters in this game. And I mean a lot of them. It's not even funny. Anyway, you can take turns and use the micro missile like this with Y and X. Y and X and then A button. But if you do that, you'll take damage from the. Or you can just press the A button on your own like that. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's kind of fun when you know what to do. I mean, it's a little, and you get experience every time. If you, yeah. I'm not the best at explaining this stuff at first. If you press the X button, you can check out the map. I gotta explain the thing better on the battlefield with stronger enemies first. And you just keep on going, like Lagrano Ruins. That's where we are right now. I think that's how it's pronounced. I don't know. Anyway, what I always do, I'm always used to like using the dash button. Don't worry, I'll be editing out all the random encounters. That thing is what's that thing again? You can't. I don't have the analyzer. Shit. I'll talk about that later. You can defend with the Z button, or you can press defend right here. But you can use the shortcut Z button. I'll be doing that when it's necessary. Hyper mode is something different. I'll be showing that later. For now, you can just attack normally. That's what I always do anyway. Like you can use sub-weapons with the Y and X button. But I don't always use them. I mean, in my cases, what I always do is, and if you level up, and if you get a level up, you regain your full life energy, and I mean full HP or life energy, whatever you want to call it. That 50Z is zenny or money in this game. What's that? I wonder what that is. Red Lab Security Control Terminal. Disable security in area 1, first floor west? Yeah. I mean, duh! What a stupid question. Yeah, it's been disabled. X, did you just operate something there? Yeah. I found and activated what seemed to be a security terminal. It said that some lock was disabled. Did anything happen on your end? So that's how it works. X, the door that you unlocked is the door to the place in West Block where Shadow and I are. The system is structured so that the door in West Block can only be controlled from East Block, where you are. The door in East Block can only be controlled by us here in West Block. In other words, X and I just have to control the terminals for each other. Teamwork is vital if we're gonna get through this. Don't be late, X. Okay. Sometimes the camera's a little bit weird sometimes, so I will be running around a lot of stuff. But don't worry, all the battles I'll be editing them out. But I will be battling them because this game can be rather tricky if you don't know what you're doing. I mean, very tricky. But for now, since I've got... Oh, and sometimes some enemies will miss their attack on you and you can get critical hits. But that's like in Pokemon. It's like an RPG. You can get critical hits sometimes. But sometimes you can't. It's like Pokemon. It's like Pokemon and, well, Final Fantasy, not so much. It's more like Pokemon, but, you know, it's always fun that way. You can boost with the B button. I apologize about that, I got interrupted. Anyway, X, do you read me? Go to the middle floor. I have a feeling you'll find something there. I have a feeling. These yellow things right here are actually recover tank energy, but I don't really use that much unless in an emergency. Now, I'm just gonna warn you now. I'm actually gonna be I'm gonna suck really bad at these first two chapters. Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. I'm gonna suck real bad. And it's because, you only play as one character in most of these. Anyway, here you can do something different. Since there are 3 enemies here, you can do this called an action trigger. And depending how much percentage the weapon energy is down below, it'll tell you how the power you can use. And it's actually really good. I really use it a lot, especially in bad situations. But now, okay, something to talk about. A lot of people don't like this game. Is this door locked? Shoot, this door has been locked to maintain security. Well, shit! Again. Sorry, I'm gonna be running around through. I'm gonna leave all these in just for some tutorials and shit. And because I got stuff to talk about. And don't worry, I'll be leaving the other stuff. And I'm just gonna spoil it here now. You can actually play as 7 characters in this game. Yes, 7 characters. I've only got one, the main character, X. X will always be with you, but you'll get more. X, you'll always get to play as X. And, well, since I'm playing as X, I guess I'll talk about him. He's, like, my 3rd favorite. He's not really my favorite to use. I've got 2 other ones that I like more than to use him. But X is still one of the best characters to use in this game. He really is. And I always use him in boss battles, so he's one of the main characters I'll be using mostly.
I did it.
Let's see, from what I've... Yay, level 3! Where am I going in? Oh, right, I'm sorry. I keep on getting lost. I haven't played this game in a very long time. Wait, I just came from there. What the heck am I doing? Oh wait, I'm being a moron, that's right. I'm supposed to go over here. Derpy derp derp. Anyway, Ultra Mobile Bobcat Reploid Wild Django. FM Force Metal Modification System. Production process, all green. Rollout, okay. FM means Force Metal, I forgot about that. Computational Humanoid Reploid Dr. Psyche. Force panel modification system, probably factor. You already get the picture. Silverhorn, this is Silverhorn, and this is Mac Gentra, I think. I can't pronounce it. X, how'd it go? So there was one there also? These must be the Reploid production pods Zero mentioned. There are 4 pods here. They've all finished production, and the Reploids have already left the pods. Shoot, I knew it! There are 4 pods on my side, too. Of course all the customization was finished. I cannot read for crap. This was my first detail with you, and I'm not optimistic about the future. We're not getting anywhere with this. We've got to check the upper floor. Doors here have been destroyed, so there's no need to unlock them. I unlocked the doors on your side. Now we should both be able to proceed. Time to head to the upper floor. You got it. Man, more random encounters. Anyway, not editing this out because, you know, I got nothing better to do. Anyway, I was talking about how people hate and like this game. I can see why people hate this game. I mean, it looks like it was made for a PlayStation 1 gamer or something. Then I was checking out my video camera to see if it was recording. And plus, it's new that Megaman actually has an RPG element to it, which is extremely weird for a Megaman game. Now, the bad thing about this game is that you can't jump. That sucks. I'm sorry, but it does. You can't jump, it sucks. But it's like it's an RPG, so it doesn't matter for me. I mean, I love the game. I think it's good. And I mean, I even mentioned it in my top 10 favorite GameCube games. It's my number 10 on my list. And actually, I regret that. I should have put it much higher, but that's just me. I just didn't put it any higher because I knew some people would bitch about it. I actually have a friend who bitches who said, "Oh, you like this game? Why do you like this game? It sucks." And I go like, "It's my opinion. Respect it." It's actually a love and hate it game. I mean, there are people that don't like it, and I'm cool with that. I mean, it's not a big deal. A melt missile. I forgot what the it's a weapon. Yeah. You can install it. What it does is it lowers the shield. Oh, okay. So it lowers defense. I guess I should talk about the status. Powers, well, the attack. Speeds speeds how if you'll go first or not. And armor and shield are defensive. I think armor was special defense, but I can't tell. Or not offensive defense. Something like that. I can't remember. But it's because some attacks can be like from shooting angles, like what X does, or some can be offensive, like with a sword, hammer, blah, 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 blah. You know. Something like that, or headbutts, or tackle. I'm just explaining it in my own way because I'm a moron. But if there are new enemies, I will leave them in. If they are new enemies, then yes, I'm gonna leave them in because what's the point to it? What's the point of editing enemies that you haven't seen before? But this is just I have stuff to talk about, so I'm not editing this out. And plus it's chapter 1, it's like just knowing what to do and stuff. I forgot to mention, to do the action trick, you press the R button. Anyway, you go this. Lagrano lab security controls remaining left. The third floor west, okay. Yeah, I get lazy to read these sometimes, and it's not synchronized, shit. Alright, there's another room. Trust me, you're gonna get a lot of random encounters. And now here's the weird thing. When you go with the random encounters, sometimes the angles can be really weird. And now the bottom where it says from 1, the numbers down below on the bottom right corner, that shows the turns. It shows who will go first, who will not, and shield pillars will lower your defense, but that's... Now, if you reach 100% in the weapon energy, you can, like, go way powerful with it. I mean, look at that. That's awesome. That's why I always wait until I get to 100%. But if the enemies are weak, I go with just low power. Because, you know, what's the point to it? Anyway, I remember there was another door I forgot to go to. Was it this one? I think it was. Oh yeah, it's 25%. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna heal up real quick because, you know, what's the point of not wasting anything? Because you get it back. Anyway, here's another one. Scarface. Gee. Epsilon, warning, error occurred during production. Reploids requires maintenance. And I'm not talking right, I read too fast. This could be sticky. 2 high-performance reploids are complete. X, how are things on your end? 2 were produced here as well. One of them was Epsilon. What? Are you certain, X? Shoot, what are we doing now? 4 high-performance units and 8 combat units. That's quite a squadron. No wonder those who arrived first never made it back. We'll continue investigating, X, but we'll have to act cautiously. By the looks of things, I'd say there's something upstairs. We're going up to see what it is. Okie dokie, artichoke. Anyway, now that's what I had to do. Because I haven't played this game in a while, so I kind of don't know what exactly everything I'm doing. Anyway, yeah, disable security in area at 3rd floor west. And I'm doing this kind of blind, so it's not synchronized. Now here's where it happens. X, the terminal on this side received a synchronization signal. On this floor, the 2 terminals have to be operated simultaneously. I'll send 3 audio signals. Press A when you hear the 3rd signal. Are you ready? Okay, now here you gotta count the exact seconds, like 1, 2, and you gotta do like right exact where the 3rd signal is. Let's see, did I get it right? Yep, I got it. Disabling all security for Lagrano Laboratory 3rd floor areas east and west. Alright, we did it. Heading to the upper floor. Yay! Unnecessary loading screen! Ah shit, no enemy. X, when we used those terminals, we gave ourselves away. Engaging possible rebellion troops. A commencing attack. X, stay on guard. We will. No need to tell us twice. Okay, now these things, they're like part of they're robots. I mean, I forgot their name. I'm not gonna investigate their names because I'm a lazy ass. Yay, he missed. Jackass. I don't know. But it's easy. All you do is just do what I'm doing. You'll have no problems. Now every time I reach 100%, I always do this just in case he doesn't die with my other shot. Cause also the bars down there where the numbers are, it shows how much HP each character has. That includes you. Okay, now X heart and life energy plus 100 is actually very useful, and you'll see why in just a minute. Target's destroyed. I've never seen this kind of enemy before. Something must be upstairs. Heading to 4th floor to investigate. Force metal. Okay, I'll be showing what force. I'll just explain on my own. Force metals, you can install them into certain FM slots. Now there's a thing that says immunity. If the immunity goes way over, it'll be big trouble for you. So be sure to put the certain amount you can, okay? If it's below the number of immunity or equal, you're fine. You won't have any trouble. Now with this, you notice that if I take this off, and I add it, I'll have 813 this time. So, that's cool. X-Heart will revive you with 10% of life energy, which I like, but only during battle, but it'll come back. I mean, it's like an infinite thing, but you can only use it once during battle. That's what it is. It's like what's that word? Like, it's hard to explain what it is. Anyway, here's something else. Hold on a sec. Let me see what this one is. Oh, it's a 50. Hold on. I'm gonna do something better. Since I'm missing 100 life energy, why don't I just do this? That way I get 50 back and I don't lose any. Because if you notice by the right bar of the numbers that appear, it'll show that there is actually a certain number that wastes the percentage of the sub-tank. I've arrived at the central room, but I don't see anything here. Looks like we can meet up here. I'll be waiting for you on the central floor. You got it, dude. And more enemies, the same douchebag that we saw earlier. Anyway, I know I'm probably being a real idiot playing like this, and not using sub weapons, but I don't really use sub weapons unless I have to. There is a certain one I do use, but that'll be for like a certain occasion. I don't really use it like all that often. I do use sub weapons, just certain ones, not all of them. It's just the way I play this game. It's always how I've played, even though I haven't played it for a long time. It's just the way I roll. Okay, now here's something really cool. Vaccine programs heals virus stats. I'll talk about that when it happens. It always happens to me at a certain level. Trust me, it's gonna be painful. Reboots are revives, like in Pokemon. It revives with 25% on your HP, except this one is 25% instead of half. Build life energy is like it's like protein, zincs, and irons in Pokemon, except HP. This one builds HP by 1. It's like that, even though I don't find it all that. It's good. I mean, it's really good. But I use these build life energies when I get the certain amount of characters I get. I mean, I'm not gonna use it yet. I'll be using it later though. Anti-locks, bind status. So I'll talk about that later. Gain hypers is like the same thing as build life energy, but I'll be talking about that later. Backups are max revives in Pokemon. Build shields, same thing as buy life energy, except it builds up shield by 1. And that's about it for now, because there's nothing else. Anyway, this is a save device. You can save here. Every time I save, I'm gonna stop recording